actually have a super secret prototype of a Tesla screen.
Oh man, aren't you lucky, because yes, there is a sign-up sheet to get this, and the spaces are going quick. And I'm not surprised, but at the same time, I'm a little underwhelmed because I thought they would kind of go quicker. This is for the big full console 10.1 inch screen that runs your HVAC. I'm going to give you all kind of details in this video and the sign-up link. If you're not on the sign-up link, you don't get to reserve your spot. There's only 400, and once they're gone, I may not be able to make any more until November. So I'm telling you, this is the top mod of 2023 for C6 Corvettes. You guys who go to shows, who you put your cars out there, you want to win this year, you want to be the only guy in your whole city that has this, you got lucky because you just clicked on this video. I only have 16,000 subs, so guess what? A lot of people ain't going to see this video. Stick around, you're watching Night Drive TV. Okay, so we're going to do a little bit more setup this time, but I wanted to kind of just immediately tell some people were asking about aftermarket audio systems and if they had RCA outs and things like that. So this is the harness that we have, and so what it does is it separates RCA into, you have your sub out, then you have your rear left, rear right, front left, and front right. That's the way that the RCA setup is put together, and this obviously plugs back into the radio here. So we have a lot of camera inputs and things like that are going to be used. This is kind of a USB input and output device here that we're going to be adding for another use. And then we have, right now in this setup, I'm just going to use these two cameras. One is USB driven, as you can see, and then one is kind of using those. We've got a few antennas, which I'm going to hook up. So hopefully that kind of covers the basics of what your back end is going to look like. All right, so we're in car just setting up the internet. I've connected some of the antennas here, and so I'm just kind of trying to access my Wi-Fi. Okay, so you can see here that it has 128 gigs on board. So most of this is going to be, you know, it's fairly familiar if you're used to using cell phones, obviously, because this is an Android system. So this does have SIM slots for network connectivity. So the first comment that I have received from some people is they kind of got into this idea about not having manual buttons. And so what I will point out is your screen here for your HVAC is always available in one touch. And so it's one touch right from the main screen, and it stays there throughout all your screens. So you can see your AC stuff always stays available. And like I said, your steering wheel controls for volume buttons, I mean, you're going to have those. I understand there's probably very few people that don't have this option as far as that goes. But these things, your volume and your HVAC stays. But if you'll notice, we have these buttons. And so this bezel is not final. People were talking about the color of it and all this stuff. This is not a finalized. It's just people that aren't watching the video. This is a prototype unit, so it's not going to look like this. So we are going to incorporate some quick functions here, quick access stuff. So, all right, so we're downloading YouTube and some popular apps. I will be talking to them about preloading and certain things, but we're going to go ahead, and now we have a Wi-Fi connection here in my garage, so we're just going to go ahead and boot all this stuff up. Hey, look at that. Night Drive TV, 16,000 subscribers even. Thanks for that, guys. All right, so obviously all these functions are pretty cool to have in your car. It's feeding through. So as you can see here, you know, we have all the typical features, and then you go to your HVAC setup. Everything is available there. So, you know, once you get used to navigating everything, it is pretty intuitive. Everything's very responsive the way that it's set up. And so like any other phone, you know, you can go through what the RAM has. So you do have 8 gigabytes of RAM. Obviously, you can go into settings like this. And for reasons that will come later in the video, but, well, not in the video. And we got our steering wheel controls, C5, but C4, C6, got some different. Let's get this moved. Pretty fun. What I have to stress here is what is different about this is that I have worked with them to make this specifically for the C6 Corvette. This is not a universal unit you're sticking into your car. What I really want is to have not only all the integrated control features, which we are very obviously close to, but in addition, I want this to be developed on an ongoing basis with updates that add in performance metrics, capabilities as far as mild to wild switching, nitrous controls. There's things that I want on screen, obviously data capture and data acquisition. There's a tons of things that I personally have in mind that I want this to do. So from day one, obviously we're going to try and deliver the best system, and then cost was a factor. So there's only so much development I can do until some of you guys actually get it into your car. Some investment comes back into my company so that I can then further fund future development. So when you're talking about double dins and Alpines and all this stuff that's on the market, the difference there is nothing is specifically for this car. So that's the real vision here when it comes to Corvette C6 and C5, is I want very exact features and things that I have not really talked about. The vision I have is the vision that I want to achieve. So I will tell you, Corvette guys, get this with the understanding that this is just the beginning. I want to build into this and expand on this in a way that nobody has done before with any screen unit. Because me personally, I don't listen to the radio a lot. I mean, what I really want out of this is more of a performance-related side to this in terms of integration for track days. I want multiple cameras using GPS antennas and using the data coming into the unit that actually serves the Corvette customer. So that's a big part of this, and I want you guys to understand that. So we are still working through. What I have noticed is just on the setting of 4, this thing is extremely loud. So pricing, people wanted to understand pricing. So the way the pricing is going to work is I have, this is what's critical and this is what you have to know. If you want to be on the list to get one of these, I have a sign-up sheet, and it's on my website right here, and I'm showing you on the screen. You go under the Product Development tab, and under that there is a sign-up form. And what that form is going to ask you is what type of vehicle do you have, manual transmission, base Bose or premium, stuff like that. And that's just going to allow me, in the event that I want specific beta people, I want to have that data so I can pick you out of the crowd and things like that. So that data is necessary, but what that will also do is it's accumulating that list and a threshold that we have to hit for me to be sub 2,000. As long as we get this list full and you jump on there and you're saying, hey, you know, I see the value in it. Look, like I told people, Morimoto headlights are like $1,500. Like it's an impact, obviously, and I understand the visual impact to the car, but this is plastic, this is basic stuff. So this was a lot of development. It's working with a company to make some very high quality screens. So that's what I'm saying. This is where this price is at. And so I do have zero interest financing that's going to be available on the website when this releases. I've been approved for that. So that's up to 12 months you can finance this interest free if you qualify. And obviously if your credit's shot, I'm sorry guys. You know, I've lived that life, trust me. So I've been there. And I'm like, God, come on, I'll pay, I swear. But, you know, basically 6 months or a year, and you can go beyond that even, you know, that's the world we're going to be in. People are going to be financing their toilet on Amazon here pretty soon, I think. So, but anyway, that's the situation for that. The physical buttons. Look, there are buttons on the side. We're going to be getting into that. The bezel is not done. This is stuff that we have to talk about ahead. We're going to make it nice. We're going to make it finished. Tell me in the comments what you would like to see. I'm trying to answer all your questions and things like that. This is moving pretty quick. Production is close, and so, but again, we have some finalized things to get through, and I'm going through this install and just kind of working on it as we go. So if there's something you guys would like to see and I can update in the next video, I'm going to do these pretty consistently. And like I said, if you follow the channel, you sub to the channel, a lot of you guys have recently subbed. Look, I do off-road, I do some other Corvette stuff, so you're just going to have to keep an eye out. I'm sorry about that. It's just my channel. This is my expression, right? This is the way that I'm a car guy. I do a lot of different car things. I like getting off-road, getting away from the city and away from this traffic. And I go out in the desert, you know what I mean? And I take a cool AI drone with me and we fly around out there. So that's pretty fun. But that's about it, guys. I've wanted to kind of give you a little bit of an update, bring you a little closer. And the key is go on my website, product development link, click under that. You're going to hit that sign up form. That form's going to go through. Make sure I'm not going to spam. You guys are going to have to, I'm going to try and incorporate a confirmation function so that you get the email. When this releases, it's going to be gone. So, you know, I have had a lot of emails. A lot of you guys are interested in it, so I really appreciate that. Got totally flamed off of the Corvette forum. Everybody on there said I'm a wacko, and so you know, they said it's garbage, buddy. Just back away. It's garbage. So that's the forum. So I get it. So I think that's it right now. I'm going to update these as a short video, and I just kind of wanted to skim over things. I try to keep it short because I know you guys get upset with me. So that's about it. I'll catch you on the next one.